Hello, ladies, gentlemen, everything in between and neither. If you're watching this video, congratulations! You've made it through 2020. Or you're really young and watching it in a far future and want to know everything about the year you've been conceived in. Congratulations, you're a lockdown baby. Before I get into the video, which will be my 2020 review, yes, I promised I will do this as the first video of 2021 because, yeah, things happen. I forgot to put on my hat. Now that my look is complete, feel free to follow me on my social media on Instagram and Twitter at CommanderNici, just like my channel name. I'll be trying to put up at least one post each day on both platforms, like one selfie and one photograph of some pretty clouds and stuff, so stay tuned for that and follow me there. And now let's get into the video. 2020. What a year. And on New Year's Eve 2019, who would have thought it would end up like it ended up? And let's just start in January. It was all just a regular January. Oh wait, no, the World War III memes. Yeah, it already started pretty weird, and that's oof. Then February happened, and it was like Corona was like a thing in the minds of people, but it was still like just, oh yeah, that virus. Back then, basically everybody was like, oh yeah, it's just over there in China and we don't have to worry about it, it's just a regular flu, it's just got a new name, and we were making fun about it, ha ha ha, the bat soup. But things changed and it got worse. Some events turned out to be super spreader events and shit went down. Then, in the beginning of March, I decided to get a Nintendo Switch Lite because I always thought, oh yeah, new Nintendo console, I'm gonna have to buy it one day or another if I want to keep playing Pokemon and Zelda, and so I did that. Well, at the end of March I was kicked out of the company because of Corona, because things didn't look as good as they did. Luckily, a few days later, or even on the next day to be honest, my temp agency already hooked me up with a new job and I was really glad about it, but I only stayed there for 1.5 weeks because they also had a bit of trouble and had to get the temp agency employees away, so oof. And I had 1 day off, and luckily again got hooked up with another company, and I stayed there for quite a while. It was okay. It was really good, so I consider myself extremely lucky about the turn of events. During that, I heard from friends in the old company that they actually went overtime because, oh surprise, hardware stores were allowed to stay open because they were important stores. So yes, great. And then finally, in the middle of May, the old company wanted me back, and so I returned to the original place, which I was extremely glad about, because that place is the best place I ever had to spend a huge amount of my days at. Always better than school, better than my past apprenticeship at the florist, which I hated and dreaded. And I even stopped the apprenticeship because I couldn't take the work environment there anymore. So this hard contrast, because when I started at the company, it was actually pretty fresh that I had that trouble in the apprenticeship, so it felt extra good to be there. And so the year just casually continued, and I had nothing big to worry about. Then in October, something really cool happened. I mean, nothing out of the ordinary, but I finally got around to making the big hike I've always planned, which is a combination of all hiking paths around my home. Well, not all of them, but like the area I usually hike in, and I decided to combine with as few as possible crossovers of the paths. I wanted to combine that, and it turned out to be about 20 kilometers, and I hiked that in about 6 hours. I took a lot of photos, I listened to some great short stories. It was fun, and I felt so glad that I finally decided to just do it. And yeah, and then December hit, and my contract at the old place didn't get renewed. But I've already got a new place. I'll be starting there on Monday, the 4th of January 2021, and it's gonna be alright. The 18th December was a really sad day for me, because I had to say goodbye to all my wonderful co-workers and to a place that I've gotten so used to. And I mean, I will be able to come back if I don't like it in a new place in 3 months, but the new place is a huge chance for me. I'll be in a somewhat leading position. I'm gonna be earning a good bit more, and I have almost better chances at being able to stay there, because they really want someone to stay, and I feel that's gonna be like a really huge chance for me personally to grow as a person, even if it will be a new challenge to be in a position like that, leading some. I mean, I will still be working with the team, but I will be a little bit higher up, and to be honest, that scares me, but I'm ready for it. I hope. I'm still a little nervous, but hey, who isn't when you're starting a new place? So yeah, so that was my year, and now I want to get into a tiny bit of pop culture stuff, because yeah, that is what this channel is usually about. So yeah, oh, and by the way, Black Lives Matter, trans lives matter, human rights matter. Remember that. If you're not here for LGBTQ content, or if you're a racist, then like please go away. I don't care if you're watching my video. I don't need views from assholes. Goodbye. If you're a good person and support Black Lives Matter and LGBTQ issues and other issues of the same bubble, great. Stay here, please. I like you. Please subscribe. Yeah, so let's get into the pop culture. Okay, I don't know where to start. Let's start with TV and movies because that's easier and quicker to go about. I watched The Old Guard for the first time and it was amazing. I loved it. I will accept no disrespect for that movie. Unless it's like, yo, there were inconsistencies in the way they were healing and some stuff with the suspension of disbelief wasn't that good. Or, okay, if you're coming at it with constructive criticism, I won't say a thing. But if you're just saying, that's bad, yo, no. Stop it. Get some help. I watched Ocean's 8 for the first time and it was amazing. I loved it. Sure, some people might say it was like mediocre, just like they did with the all-female Ghostbusters movie, but I think there is a circle that is just hating on these movies because of the way they are. I'm not saying those people are but yeah, some movies like that are just purely disliked for featuring women in cool stuff that was original all-male franchise, and that sucks. Let people have fun, please. There are so many male action heroes out there. Please let women do the action for once. Let them shine. Let them be heroes and not just be replaceable by a sexy lamp. Please. I watched Onward for the first time and it was okay. It was sweet. It was Pixar. But to this day I'm still not sure how I feel about it. Like, I might have to rewatch it. Also the lesbian representation. Yeah, there are enough straight women who call their female friends girlfriends, so I've got to rewatch that scene to see how clear the coding actually was. So yeah, I've got my problem with that, because Disney also likes to put themselves up on a pedestal, saying, look at this not even human character. I mean, nobody's human in that universe, so it's okay, but look at this not human character. She's a lesbian. Have fun with her. You're not gonna get anything else for a while. And yeah, there's the old house, but I'm happy about it. I haven't been able to watch it yet, but that's cool. Also, give Elsa a girlfriend, please. You know what? I'm gonna make a video about why I think Elsa should get a girlfriend. On to the next thing. I watched The Goonies for the first time. Yeah, I'm not that well versed in general pop culture as I'd like to be, but The Goonies are fun. And to me, it was like a mix between Uncharted and Stranger Things. And like, I know Stranger Things came later, and Stranger Things looked at The Goonies and were like, yeah? Yes, we can use that. people are gonna love it. And that's great, like, no offense to that. Pay homage to all the great movies from the past, if you like. And yeah, I mean, okay, there's Ready Player One, but we're not gonna be talking about that because I haven't seen the movie, and there are enough great video essays on that, why it's good or why it's not good, so that's not my topic to talk about. I started watching The Mandalorian, and I love it. It's great. And if that was all Star Wars content I'd be consuming for the rest of my life, I'd be happy with that. It's such a cool show. Also, I watched The Martian for the first time, and it was also very cool. I like the concept, and yeah, so that basically was all my TV and movie watching, because yeah, but cinemas weren't a thing in 2020, so that was problematic. So let's get to the gaming. I've talked about gaming a bit before in my previous video about what things felt different this past year and how they affected everything I consumed. So now I'm gonna get a bit more into it, because yeah, I want to do that. I played Vampire for the first time, and it was pretty cool. I had some trouble with it because I'm a noob, but it's definitely a game I can recommend. The Last of Us 2, love it, watch my video about it. Pokemon Sword, I loved it. I mean, I love Pokemon in general. I'm a total Pokemon kid. Always have been, always will be. I don't care that I'm not the target audience, but let's be real, there are so many things out there that more adults enjoy than kids do, who are the actual target audience. And yeah, so deal with that as you will. I played Maneater and it was fun. I love sharks, and being able to play as one and taking revenge on the bad fishermen that killed the sharks, it was fun. It was a bloody mess. It had some frame rate issues. They might have been fixed. I haven't played it again since I finished and platinumed it. But it's a fun game. It's absolutely crazy, and I can recommend playing it. Wow! I played Days Gone for the first time, and it was amazing. I loved it. It's so underappreciated. It's sad because it's so much fun, and it has those Red Dead Redemption vibes, and then it has zombies and a cool story. It is kinda predictable at times, but I think that's okay. Not everything that's a tropey mess is necessarily bad. Like, my favorite thing to do is going on TV tropes and reading about all the tropes of something I've just finished, and then comparing it to other things I love and seeing where it matches up. And let me tell you, there is a lot of matchups. So yeah, I've played Jedi Fallen Order for the first time, and I also loved it. Yes, everything I'm talking about is just things that I loved. I'm in the extremely lucky position to somehow just go at things that I really enjoy, and I consider myself pretty lucky with that. Like, I haven't had huge disappointments in my general pop culture stuff. Maybe a tiny bit of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you can check my thoughts out about that. But yeah, generally I like almost everything I put my hands on, so that's cool. Fall Guys is amazing. One of the only and few online games I actually played for more than just a few hours and then put it aside, like I did with Elder Scrolls Online and Red Dead Online, so that speaks for itself. Fall Guys is fun and amazing, and I need to get back at playing that because it's so much fun and it's so crazy. Especially when they have those modes that allow you just to get at regular parkours without the team play, because the team play in Fall Guys sucks and makes it purely luck based. I mean, a lot of stuff in Fall Guys is luck based, but the team stuff, that's just bad. I would like if Fall Guys would just get rid of the team stuff, because that's just the worst part about it. But otherwise, it's a super fun game and I can really recommend playing that. So that's my 2020 review. I just want to say again that I'm extremely grateful for the fact that it wasn't as bad for me as it has been for other people. There have been a lot of deaths in 2020 that shouldn't have been, may they be from COVID or police brutality or just other issues. And I just want to say that I'm grateful that I live in a safe home, that I have loving and supporting parents, that I have, as far as I can tell, a stable job. I'm privileged. I might be a lesbian, but not all too many people know about it. I mean, the internet knows about it. Everyone who kind of stumbles upon my content will figure that out, but I haven't ran into much trouble in my life for that. Just at one part, but that was generally just a shit time, so I'm not counting that as a huge thing of homophobia, because while their actions have been of homophobic nature, I think it was just a catalyst they used to show their dislike towards me, and that it was more a thing against me as a person than an actual homophobic thing. So yeah, I'm grateful for the things I have, and there are not many things that I don't have that I'm sad about. So yeah, I'm lucky, and I wish everyone who is in a unlucky position that their lives will get better and that things will soon change to the better. And yeah, so good luck with that. Let's look to a hopefully brighter 2021. And yeah, let's end this video here. Feel free to follow me on my social media on Instagram and Twitter at CommanderNici, just like my channel name. Comment down below, what do you think? What were your highlights of your 2020? Let's spread some positivity, even if the year was pretty bad. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like this comment if like this comment. Yeah, this is a commentary on 2020. Like this video if you enjoyed it. And yeah, until I figured out what I can upload next, watch my other stuff. Bye.